Sensing something, Astrid turned her head. Claire followed at the woman's gaze and spotted Hannah approaching them. Her friend had a surprised expression, as though not expecting Astrid and Frida to already be waiting for them. Sorry for being late. I guess I woke up later than I planned. Hannah apologized to the two women. Her eyes went to look at the drawings on both of the women's faces. Before asking any questions, Hannah walked around the table and casually pulled out the free chair available. Sitting down, she looked at the women and then to Claire. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to be down here before you. Claire grinned. I'm sure it had nothing to do with that. Hannah pointed to the drink in front of Claire. When I got your message before leaving my room, I had a suspicion you were aiming to get a smoothie. She looked at Astrid and Frida. Claire comes to one of these cafes scattered throughout the guild to get a drink before getting to work, giggling a little at the habit her friend had developed. Astrid looked at the cup. I also enjoy grabbing a drink at these cafes occasionally. Compared to what's available on the other side, I feel as though the quality is better. This is unless you're at one of the guild locations over there. She winked at Claire supportively. Hearing that they had consumed food on the other side, Hannah and Claire couldn't help but lean forward as though intrigued. Sensing the interest to hear more about the experience, Astrid smiled. She then looked at Frida. Taking the cue, Frida said, due to the jobs we take, the opportunity to eat on the other side is plenty. Depending on what portal we dive through, the type of dishes change. It's not like the food isn't enjoyable, but compared to what the guild provides, it's not like you can compare. This is why adventurers tend to either dine at the guild if it's available, depending on its size, or go to locations recommended by the guild, Astrid said. Finishing the last of a drink, Claire said, I wonder what it'd be like to take on a job that takes multiple days to complete. Are they difficult? Since you've told us that some of your family members would be joining in on jobs during this dive, I think it's possible for us to try one. You mentioned that they were likely at the same level as us? Astrid asked at the end to confirm. Hannah nodded. I think there's only one that isn't the same level, possibly even lower, but I doubt Bill would be much lower than we are. Claire confirmed. From what I understand, both of our siblings are doing a good job of keeping up with their training. Yeah, I'm sure that Tommy has made sure to drag Bill along on harder jobs to make sure that he doesn't fall too far behind. Hannah grinned. Claire pictured Bill complaining during the entire time as he was being dragged along by both Tommy and the older sister, Abby. Abby would definitely not put up with the nerdy Bill's complaints. She'd even do a good job at making sure the two brothers didn't get into as many fights as they normally would, considering their different temperaments. Mentioning our siblings, I think we should head out to meet them. We're supposed to meet them at one of the higher level portals. It'll give us some time to check out the jobs they have available inside the guild. Claire suggested, getting out of a chair. Hannah and the two women followed suit, getting up from their chairs. Claire could tell that both Astrid and Frida were looking forward to getting back to the other side and taking on the job. I think we have a lot to learn from them, Claire thought to herself. The two warrior women had an air of professionalism with a slight tinge of savagery that would aid them out in the wilds.